Hello everyone, you are all welcome to our online webinar Study in SDU. SDU stands for Süleyman Demirel University. It is in Kazakhstan. Before we start our webinar, I want to give you some brief information about Cognita services. Cognita services, it started in 2013, 7 years ago, and now we are in 6 countries. Our branches are in UK, Kenya, Ethiopia, Uganda, Tanzania, and Ukraine for now. Our services, we have a lot of services about the study abroad and other services that will help them. I would like to briefly tell about the services right now. Study abroad services covers the application guidance, admission to secondary school in USA and UK, Canada, Australia, and also foundation, admission to bachelor and master and PhD studies to study abroad. On the other hand, we have also exam preparation and registration for SAT, ACT, IELTS, TOEFL, and IMAT. You can contact us to get more information about them. Our other service is Top 50 Ivy League Club. It's a club to prepare students for the best universities in the world, with a full scholarship, and also the scholarship is covering tuition fee and accommodation fee as well. We have school career services. We are working with the schools, high schools. We're monitoring the school career masters. We do the career map test. We also help the students to choose the subjects for their future. We draw the students a roadmap for their future career plan. We guide them for the extracurricular activities to help them for getting admission. On the other hand, we assist them for their personal essay and other like personal statement or motivational letter. We do help the students with the admission assistance and also with scholarship guidance. We draw the students a roadmap for their future career plan. We guide them for the On the other hand, our Olympia Exam Center, we are Olympia Exam Center. We organize online competition, and the students, they get a certificate, and it helps them to get admission in the university. Admissions to online, also there are certificates and internship open secondary program, online secondary school diploma pathway program and foundation, then AP courses in USA, and also bachelor and master degree for the online studying. On the other hand, we have educational trips and camps, which is very helpful to get admission from universities. We have trips to Europe, USA, Canada. We have secondary schools exchange programs in Canada. We have summer school and language camps. We have certificate trips. We have SAT, ACT prep in USA, UK. We have also robotics and art, etc. in abroad. We have some other services as well. Assistance in seeking accommodation. When students get admission, we help them to find an accommodation, a safety with a secure place. On the other hand, to study abroad, the students need to get visa. For visa application, also we are assisting our students. We have so many services. There is pre-departure support also. And also airport pickups, because the students that will be new in the countries they are going to study, we help them to pick and drop them to airports and from the airports. Now you are going to find our contacts we are going to share it also during the Zoom meeting, during the webinar. online through the YouTube channel. You will able to find us wherever you are located. You can contact us to get more information about our services, and if you want to study abroad, please do not hesitate and contact us. Now I will give the word to Mr. Adam. He is our moderator today. He will guide us and take us through the webinar. Please, Mr. Adam, now you are on the channel. Please go ahead.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mohammed. Thank you for giving us that good information about Cognita and what it does. So, hello everybody. My name is Aden. I am hosting this webinar from Kenya today. I would like to welcome you all to the 6th of the Cognita Online Study Abroad. As we have done before, we have done many countries for the educational fair. So we are expecting participants today from Tanzania, Uganda, Ethiopia, Kazakhstan today. So I hope this finds you well and doing great watching from us. Due to uncertainties caused by this pandemic, all of you, the whole world has greatly been affected economic-wise, health-wise, social life-wise, and educational-wise by this pandemic of COVID-19. Today, we will talk different aspects of studying in Kazakhstan, such as universities, courses, admissions, and also application process and student life. And our speakers include a student who is from Kenya. They will give us a full information about like their journey from here in Kenya to Kazakhstan and all the pathway of career of the education. So I will try to finish the program within an hour as planned. However, please accept my apologies if we meet any technical problems for connection problems. And also we will try to answer the questions that you will write, any question that you have at the end of our program. So if you have, or if you have any questions, you will write your questions and then we will try to answer all your questions. So, or you can send your questions wherever like you are participating to us in our YouTube channel. So I hope you all guys, you are hearing me for parents, students, and also the participants. So before introducing our speakers, as Mr. Mohammed give us a full information about Cognita, I would like also to give you a brief information about Cognita Consultancy. Cognita is a UK-based consultancy company with a growing network of more than 100 partners, universities and colleges in a popular university destinations such as UK, USA, Canada, Australia, and Asia. And currently we have 6 branches: Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Ethiopia, Ukraine, and the UK. Our main difference from other companies, we have a local representative in almost every country we are sending our students. When they go to study in any country we are representing, they will find a local support team. So our services are not limited to counseling, application, and preparation only, but also local services such as to guide the students, to meet the students, to know what the students exactly they are doing, for controlling the students, networking as a contact for any kind of emergency. So I think it is enough for a full information about Cognita. So I would like to invite our first speaker, who will give us a full information about what is Kazakhstan and also the university, Suleiman Demirel University, and also what can I say about educational in Kazakhstan, available courses, admission, and more. So, Mr. Adil, welcome. Thank you very much for joining us. If you are ready, you can start your presentation.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Let me share just a minute the screen. All right. Again, good afternoon, dear all, dear participants. We're talking from Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan is, let's say, not a close country for African states, for Kenya. But we have visited this country last winter, and we found out that we have lots of common things to share. So one of them is the aspiration for the good qualitative education. Our country, as the rapidly growing, developing country in Central Asia, in Asia, also gives pays lots of importance on education sphere. And we are proud to say that our university is one of those locomotives of education in Kazakhstan. So let's go on briefly on what our university is. So Süleyman Demirel University it is a private university that is situated in Kaskelen, which is the, let's say, agglomeration of the largest city in Kazakhstan called Almaty. Our university was founded in December 1996. It was opened by two presidents of two countries, Kazakhstan and Turkey, and was given the name of that time president of Turkey, Süleyman Demirel. This is where the name of the university comes from. We have a very beautiful, large campus with the beautiful view on Tian Shan Mountains at the backdrop. We see ourselves, or our vision is to be the leading internationally oriented university in Central Asia, recognized for our teaching and learning, innovation, inquiry and discovery, and the excellence of our graduates. And we find out that our mission is to be committed to developing through outstanding knowledge creation and delivery graduates who are global citizens and whose values are formed through holistic education. So we strongly believe that our graduates become skilled professionals and disseminators of knowledge and innovation in both Kazakhstan and all around the world. The education system is based on three languages, or let's say trilingual education system, where the subjects are taught in English, in Russian, and in Kazakh. But English is provided as the medium instruction language. That's why more than 80% of disciplines are taught in English. Some and the we are just 40% generally the this part of the let's say the skeleton of our university, these four faculties, we can suggest business school, education, humanities, engineering, natural science.
sorry, Mr. Adiljan. Sorry, I am interrupting you. A little technical problem, I think. Could you check please your internet?
My internet is okay.
Okay, now it's okay. Now it's okay. Okay, great.
Maybe you will continue, Omarbek. If my voice is with problem.
No, it's good. Now it's normal. It's normal. Okay, you can continue, please.
Okay, so let's go on. We have bachelor degrees of chemistry, biology, TESOL, which is English language, English studies, Kazakh language and literature, physics, informatics, mathematics, and translation studies. For master degrees and PhD degree, we have three in business school, we provide programs about accounting, economics, finance, management. And PhD is provided. They also have master degree in jurisprudence and PhD degree in jurisprudence. These are the numbers of the ranking numbers like for and five two in 2018 and 2019 it became number one. So now we have 5,074 students, of which male and female are divided almost in the same proportion, 50 to 50. And we have international students from 15 countries. We also provide our students with a very good, luxurious students' house, or in other words, dormitory, which is in the picture here. It is not far away from the campus. It's only a 2-minute walk from the campus of Süleyman Demirel University. It houses around 1,000 students and provide lots of facilities inside. So this is the brief information about our university. The rest part, just a minute. The rest part we can provide verbally or orally, or we can also answer your questions if you have such questions. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much, Master Adiljan. This has been very successful information about life and education in Kazakhstan, and also what pathways or opportunities available. And anyone who will interest to study at university, anyone who interested to come that country. Thank you for that information. Thank you so much. And then now I would like to invite one of our students who is studying right now in Kazakhstan, Süleyman Demirel University. He was a student in at Light Academy in Kenya, one of Light Academy schools in Kenya. So welcome to Ömer. Mr. Umar, welcome. Welcome. Thank you for participating in this program. So can you tell us your journey from the Light Academy in Nairobi to the University of SDU? What is wise you can give to the students who may want to come and study to that university?
So thank you, Adam, Mr. Adam. So my name is Omar Mbala. Graduated from Light Academy in 2017. I actually did 1 year in Kenyan University of Nairobi. I did medicine and surgery for 1 year before I transferred to Suleiman Demirel University. So I would say I have a taste of both worlds, and I could do probably a quick comparison between the two. So first of all, the difference probably would be the culture, of course, and the difference in terms of facilities, because in Suleiman Demirel University, it's a new university, and the facilities are like all new. The library, like the cafeterias, like everything is pretty new. Like when you compare to where I was, like in University of Nairobi, and of course, the area in which it's situated, Central Asia, there's like a very exotic culture. So if you're someone who likes trying new stuff, I think this is the place to be, because like totally new foods, like new people you'll meet. Although you might not see like a lot of African students, so if you're a guy who you like interacting with people from different cultures, different backgrounds of life, you'll definitely enjoy being here. And then of course, the area has a lot of mountains, so if you're someone who likes hiking a lot, you would really love being here, because almost every week we have hiking clubs where guys go for hiking and stuff. Personally, I like riding bicycles in the city, like just going for bike rides in the city. That's my thing. So it depends on what you would kind of like yourself. There are many different things you would do when you come to SDU. And then about the living, so of course we have a student house. So that's usually advisable for first year students to live in the student house before, so that you know the area well before you can, in case you want to try living outside as well. So yeah, the student house is pretty great. I lived there for some time, and it's really awesome. It's super clean all time. And then you have other students also around, other international students like Russians. You have Kyrgyz students. So yeah, I think coming to SDU would be a very like great thing for you, like in terms of basically the culture, basically the living part. So I would advise anyone who likes getting new stuff, trying new things, to come to SDU. I think that's all from me. Unless there are questions, specific questions, I would probably respond to them.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Umar. Thank you for that good information. I think if you are with us, maybe it might be some questions, and then you will be participate for the answering of that questions. Thank you. So there is another student who is studying in Kazakhstan, Suleiman Demirel University. She is also from Kenya. She is one of the students of that university. Miss Hatija, I think she is not with us. Miss Hatija, are you with us? I don't think so that she is with us. So, okay, thank you so much. There are some questions from the participants and the parents. So we would like to answer that questions, if it is possible. So before that questions, I would like to ask you a question. Mr. Adiljan, if you are with us,
I'm sorry. Okay.
like, are there any GPA or any GPA criteria? If yes, what is the minimum for the requirement of the university? Hello, Mr. Adiljan.
GPA minimum. That's the question. Okay. What is the GPA minimum for FD?
Hello, friends.
Hello.
Okay, I have to check my technical comments. Hello, 1111. Hello,
Yes,
okay.
Mr. Umirbek, I would like to ask you some questions about your university.
Problem, I'm so sorry. Okay, I have to switch, please. Give me. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, hello, let's check. Let's speak. Yeah. Okay.
Okay
I'm
right
so
now.
sorry. Please, could you repeat your questions?
Are there any GPA criteria for your university? If yes, what is the minimum?
Actually, we don't have any criteria, but it's of course will be good for highest GPA or highest points from your school. The first thing that you have to do is know English very well, because in our university only in English. And second, you have to come Kazakhstan, like Roma. We don't have any GPA, okay?
All right.
That's the problem. That's the problem. Could you check, please?
It's okay. It's okay. It's good right now. It's coming.
He got it.
Okay. I'm sorry. Okay.
Okay. The other question is IELTS or English provision exam required for the students from Kenya, Tanzania? Through these countries, they are their first language, like there. It's their first language for the English language, or is there any exam, like a specific exam that you will take from them, their students?
Yeah, of course. If you have an IELTS, its required score is 5.5. It's enough for us. But if you don't have any IELTS, then you have to give some interview. We have firstly English language testing, and it's no problem for you. And second is face-to-face interview with our deans and with our professors, and then you will get application acceptance letter, and you will get our Kazakhstan visa.
All right. So when does admissions start due to COVID-19?
Actually, due to this coronavirus, a little problem with the whole, not only for Kazakhstan, I think, foreign country. So I think first semester it will be online, all education system. But actually, from the 20 June, we will start admission. Hello.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And it's from this week we'll starting. Okay. Until 20 August. It's a deadline for who want to study in Kazakhstan for this year. The last day is. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Normal. Okay.
Does SDU offer economic courses like econometrics or master level and the PhD? Your voice is not coming, please. Yes, now we are hearing you.
Really? Okay.
Yes,
It's normal.
It's normal right now.
Okay. 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 We have also master level and PhD, and for master degree we have online course already.
Okay.
Okay, it's okay. A little bit
Yeah.
problem with internet. We are so
getting it.
sorry. Now
I'm
we have
getting it.
problem with internet, and we have master. Okay, no problem. Master and PhD also we have, and all courses are online.
Okay. All right. Next question. Yeah, has SDU got any exchange program with other countries?
Yeah, we have got exchange programs about 23 countries, 45 the university, from the Malaysia, Korea, UK, Spain, Germany, and also Canada and USA. And from the second course, any students can use this exchange program. There is a little rules that you have a GPA and the minimum of 3.0.
Okay, all right. Next, please. Next question is, does SDU offer any scholarships?
Yeah, already we have already scholarship, and for each country, I think for the Kenya, for Uganda, for the Ethiopia, and for Tanzania, we already gave our scholarship. Please contact with your office, Cognita Consulting, and already we gave all scholarship to your students, to African students actually.
Okay, does everything normalized in country due to COVID-19? Can we join university for September 2020?
Okay, it's a very good questions. Thank you very much. Now, for our country, yeah, it's normalized, no problem. But we will give our Kazakhstan visa from the, not from September, from November, we will start to giving our Kazakhstan visa. So first semester, you will study online. But if you want to study from the September, you have to send your documents, original documents, to Kazakhstan till 20 August. It's deadline for you. You can use any, I don't know how you can send your documents, but please contact also Cognita Consulting. I think they will help you.
Thank you. Are part-time job opportunities available while studying in university?
Okay, for this, Mr. Omar will answer. Actually, we have two students from the Kenya, Mr. Omar and Ms. Hatija. Hatija, already she's working actually. So, Mr. Omar, please.
So yeah, there are many part-time job opportunities that you can, you can do while you study in the university. So some jobs you can do even while studying, like for example, I used to teach English to some students while I was studying. I used to have classes in the morning hours, like until around 2, and then I have a 1.5 hour lesson with students just near the university in an English center from around 3:30 to 5. So yeah, there are many part-time job opportunities available while you study. So it depends with how you manage your time, and it depends with you also as a person, how good you are at doing other stuff as well. So yeah, there are many part-time job opportunities.
Okay.
Sorry, I want to add something else.
Yes,
If
you
you're
can
from,
add.
if you're from African, if you have a good English language, there's a lot of education center. You know, maybe you want to teach little Kazakh students English language. Now, Miss Hatija working such like an education center, and I hope you will get good job in Kazakhstan, not during study and after the university. Maybe you will find a good job, because 2 years ago, from the Rwanda, one of our students graduated from our university, from the Department of Engineering faculty. Now he's working in a good company, that's an international company.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Omer. So this is, I think, this question is going, Mr. Omer, as an African student, what is the greatest challenge for him studying in SDU in Kazakhstan or in Kazakhstan? Like this is in Kazakhstan and already.
That's a good question.
Yes.
So I think probably the greatest one would be blending in with the culture, basically, which I think it took me around a month to finally, blend in with the culture, because people were very welcoming. So it's up to you, like how like, how much you can take when it comes to culture shock, and how long it takes you to adapt to a new culture. So for me, it was basically the culture, because you'll have new, of course, cuisine like Kazakh foods and Russian foods, of course, and probably making friends might seem difficult at first, but because people are really welcoming, and they always want to talk and share. So you have to be a little bit extroverted to adapt really fast. But I think it's just the same with any other foreign country. When you study abroad, you always experience culture shock, and Central Asia has a very exotic culture, so it's a really different culture for, I think, African students. So yeah.
All right, thank you. What sets your university apart from other universities, Mr. Umar Bek?
Okay, so what's it saying? I can start answering.
Yeah, please, you can answer now.
Okay, I can start answering before Umar Bek gives his view. So,
okay.
One, the first thing I would say that sets SDU apart from other universities. First, it's the facilities that you have at your disposal. So here you have very new and advanced technology and facilities. So basically, even when you look at our student housing, it's very different from what you would experience in other universities. And when you look at, for example, the structure of our classes and lessons, how they've been structured and organized, it's very different from how it's structured in other universities. I'm saying that because I have a taste of both worlds, because I was in university 1 year and I've completed here 1 year also. So when I look at the structure of the lessons, the classes, everything is a bit different from the old traditional system of education. Another thing is that SDU is a really growth-oriented university. So it's really growing. And so if you're this person who loves to work or to study or be in a place that is growing, you will enjoy being in this university so much. Because, for example, if you look at, let's say, an Ivy League university like Harvard or Yale, you find that the university has grown already. They have yeah, they have a lot of probably research and facilities at their disposal. But SDU is growing at a faster rate compared to this university. So if you're someone who enjoys studying, like for example, I enjoy reading a lot and doing research a lot. So if you're someone who is really into studying and academics and, you know, developing yourself, you'll love being here because it's a really growing university that will go out of its way to help you become and, you know, trace your own path. Compared to other universities where it's like you're retracing someone's path, or you're basically living like how other students lived before. But here you're given the chance to retrace your own path, to do your own thing, to become your own self, basically.
All right, thank you so much. So how do you support the students after graduation?
Okay, we have already career department. They are starting from third course, hunting actually, whether they are good at from computer, I don't know, from business. And also we have about 100 companies in Kazakhstan. They are also international company and the Kazakhstan local companies. We have already students from the third course are both studying and working there. So we don't have any problems that's finding job in our Kazakhstan, in our that graduate from the SDU. So I think finding good job, it's a good support for our students.
All right, thank you. What leads most the students to choose this college? What is unique about this college?
What's unique about this college? So it's a very general question, but I would divide it in two ways: students, Kazakh students, and international students. So for Kazakh students, my friends, why they choose this college? One, it's because it's a very you know, global oriented university. They've embraced a lot of globalization, many international students, many international conferences, and even the student exchange programs in other countries like Poland, the way Mr. Omerbek mentioned. So it makes Kazakh students really love being in this university. And many students actually compete coming to SDU. And of course, because the university can't admit all the students, mostly it goes for the best in terms of academics and stuff like that. And then for international students, they come here, one, because the university offers most courses in English language. Most of the courses are offered in English. And then the university really supports international students because the international office is really wide. It's really wide in terms of every faculty has like an international student representative who supports international students from that faculty. And every class has an advisor who also looks like into the affairs of the international students to ensure that they're comfortable, they adapt to the life in Kazakhstan, because they know it would be hard at first. So we have a lot of supporting staff to international students. And I think that's really unique about this college, because in other universities, probably students, the staff really don't care much about local or international students. But here, there's really much focus on the support given to international students. We have even a social advisory office for international students, just to organize social activities for international students. I think that leads most international students to choose this college, from Russia, from Uzbekistan. Yeah. So basically, I think I've answered the question to the best of my ability. Does the university offer medicine degree?
A little technical problem with the, I can't hear you. It's okay? Okay? Did you hear me? But the problem, yeah?
No, I think it's from his side.
Oh, really? Okay. Does university offer medicine degree? Unfortunately, in our university, we don't have any medicine faculty, but we have a chemistry and biology department that's graduate from this faculty. The department may work like in a teacher and also like in the research in this area. But medicine faculty we have in Kazakhstan. We have in a Kazgi University. There's a state university in Kazakhstan, a very big, huge university. Maybe the whole information you will get from the Cognita Center. Okay, they know all information about this university. No problem. It's inside it. Yeah, really.
Mr. Adam, we cannot hear you, Mr. Adam. Mr. Adam, we cannot hear you right.
Okay, I want to add some questions. About like how about the fees per semester for computer science from students who come from this region?
The school fees. Okay. About school fees, for the country like Europe and from Russia, we have $4,000 per year. But from the country like in Africa and Central Asia, almost you have 30% discount. You have $3,000 per year, and you can divide by 2, and 50% you can pay for first semester, and 50% the second semester in January. You can divide it by 2.
Okay. Okay. So, which events should attend the students or anyone who interested to learn more about your campus life?
So the events that you should attend to learn about campus life, in terms of basically you're talking about online events, right? From the internet or student life.
And it can be internet. It can be like what kind of event is anyone who is just interesting to know more about your campus life, the university.
Okay, I got the question. Yeah, there are many events. There are many events where you can learn about SDU campus life. From students coming from Kenya, I'm not sure if we have local events in Kenya where you can learn about SDU. There, I wouldn't say there are. But students who come from probably Russia, who come from Tajikistan, probably Europe, they can access those events and learn about student life in Kazakhstan. But students who come from Eastern Africa, I don't think there are many events or there are any events that you would find. But I think the university is doing a lot to cater for that, because this year they made a visit to Africa. They visited several African states so that they can, invite more African students to study in the university. So I think with time, probably from next year or after next year, we would be having such events in the region. But for now, there's not like much I would say about events that you would learn about SDU in Kenya or in Africa.
But maybe they can get information or campus life information and everything about Cognita branches in all East African countries, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. With Cognita, I think you would have access to the student life. You would have access to even the living costs, the accommodation, everything about student life in Kazakhstan.
Exactly. Thank you. So will there be any discount for the first semester, which is online? This one, as Mr. Omer mentioned it.
Unfortunately, we don't have any discounts for online because it's already education system, whether it's offline or online. But as I mentioned before, already have 30% discounts. So I think $3,000 is not so much expensive. It's enough. Very cheap country, really. Kazakhstan, very cheap universe, our universe actually. So okay, we don't have any plus discounts. Okay, additional discounts.
All right.
Can
all
I
right.
just add on the living costs, like in
Yeah.
Kazakhstan?
Yeah.
So in Kazakhstan, I would tell you it's another reason why you should choose it. The living costs are quite low. Like you wouldn't spend much in terms of your pocket money or your living, money. For example, in a month, you'd probably need approximately maybe $50 to $100 for basically meals, and of course, I think compared to other countries like Europe or the US, it's really, really affordable living here than in those countries. So yeah, it's quite like a big deal when it comes to choosing this university, I think.
Okay, thank you. Okay, do you have pharmacy in your university?
Sorry? Do you have, pardon?
Do you have pharmacy in your university?
Pharmacy?
Yeah, of course. Pharmacy like this. Yeah, of course. Please
Okay,
talk about the pharmacy.
Do you give a scholarship for pharmacy students this year?
Pharmacy as a course.
No, I unfortunately in our university we don't have the pharmacy. Yeah,
okay.
We don't. We have just Mr. Adil just showed 4 faculty and 22 departments. That's including the IT, the business school, international relations, journalism. But any medicine and any pharmacy we don't have, unfortunately.
I think
health
okay.
Does your university give any foundation program?
Yeah, we have a foundation program. If you want to learn, I don't know, the English language, no problem for you. But if you want to learn Russian or Kazakh language, you are welcome. Also, we have a foundation schools.
Like which schools do you have foundation?
Sorry?
Which schools do you have foundation?
Kazakh, Russian, and English schools we have in foundation. Only 3. Yeah,
okay,
only 3. Yeah,
only that.
Only.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for your answering. I want to ask Mr. Ömer like some questions. How, Mr. Ömer, how you go there? Like who support for going there to Kazakhstan?
So
and are you happy? The second question is, are you happy to be there? So may you share like or any advice that you will share your colleagues? We know you are light academy. You are from light academy schools.
Yeah.
You graduated these schools. So may you share your advice before these students arrive to Kazakhstan?
So let me start the first question of how I came here. So yes. Unfortunately, we don't. There's no Kazakh embassy in Kenya. So probably if you're going to have to take a visa, Kazakh visa, I think Cognita Consultancy will assist in getting you a Kazakh visa from probably the nearest country would probably be Ethiopia, because I went to Ethiopia and Cognita Consultancy assisted me in getting my visa. It took around 24 hours only, around 24 hours, $200, and you get, that's the cost of the visa, and you get your visa to Kazakhstan. The visa lasts for 1 year. So like, for example, my visa expires on 28th August, because I took it on 28th August last year. So after 1 year, the visa expires, and the cost is $200 to get the visa. Second thing, I have a grant from the university because of my academics, of course. So if you're good in academics, of course, like Mr. Omerbek mentioned, your GPA, as much as there's no specific GPA to join the university, your GPA still matters a lot when it comes to getting grant and scholarship opportunities, because some students join the university without grant, but over the course of their studies, if they study well, if they are good at in academics, the university gives them a grant because of that to appreciate their effort. That's why I mentioned it's a growth-oriented university. They give you the freedom to trace your own path. So there's that aspect of you choosing, you being the good student for you to get such opportunities from the university. The third question was any advice I would give students. I think I would tell students who are curious and eager to learn new things that I think this would be a very good option for them. Like I'm a very curious, inquisitive person, and I'm very eager to blend in different cultures and learn new things, and that's why I opted for this option. And I think it's gonna be a life full of surprises, and for me that's the life I love, where every day I get new surprises, I get new things that I didn't know before, and I get that in this place because there are very few African students, I would say, in the university and in the region. So you will make very great friends. You will have opportunity to access many things that you didn't think you would even achieve studying in another place. Like I would give you an example. I've been here for around maybe 7 months, I think. I would be completing my year in August, and I have done 3 researches. I've done 3 researches on basically on education, on the education part, on the academic part, and been part of one conference which involved like scholars all over the region in Central Asia. So I would say again, it's up to you. If you're ready to study, if you're eager to learn, you would love being in this place because they give you the opportunity to achieve and trace your own path, the way you want to do things. So yeah, anyone who is eager to learn, anyone who is curious enough, I think it would be a great opportunity for you to come here and study in this university.
Thank you so much, Mr. Umar. Thank you for participating in this program. Really, I hope it was very successful, and many of the participants and parents also they get a full information about studying in Kazakhstan, especially studying in Süleyman Demirel University. So if you need to get answers maybe to specific questions, you can contact us through one of our branches, wherever you are. And this, I will keep maybe the screen in a while. You can contact us wherever you are in all these countries. So I would like to thank each and everyone who participated in this program, especially for Kazakhstan group, SDU University. Thank you so much. I think this has been very successful, really. Thank you so much. Really, I appreciate for your presentation and for everything what you have done.
Okay, thank you.
I would like to meet you. I would like to meet you next week. Every week we have a webinar next week. So thank you very much, and I wish you all safe wherever you are, and happy for the coming days. Thank you so much.